Hello, and greetings to all of you who are not able to physically make it to our town halls. I want to thank you for everything you do. I realize at this moment you may be caring for patients, making coffee, sweeping floors, or answering phones. Better yet, maybe you're on vacation, and if that's the case, great. But we wanted you to be a part of this really special celebration. Our June town halls are really about celebrating you and your commitment to our mission of extending the healing ministry of Christ. I hope you can take a few minutes to watch this video. Even if you fast forward through part of it, there's some great announcements celebrating our 5-star award and the 5-star moments we provide at Texas Health Huguley. And go about halfway through, there's a pretty special announcement about how we continue to grow and serve our community. So from the bottom of my heart, our entire executive team at Texas Health Huguley, thank you for being one of our important family members, and today we celebrate you wherever you're at.
I would like to introduce our wonderful CEO. One of her biggest passions is people, and you can see that in all that is going on with Town Hall. We really want to thank you guys for all that you guys do and have done in the past year. I'll turn it over to Penny.
Well, thank you guys. Number one, thank you all so much for honoring us with your presence. There's no greater gift than someone sharing their time with you. And so we want to use your time wisely, and I hope you feel celebrated and informed when you leave. So, and blame everything on Sean that there's no chairs or food or anything. That's all his fault. No. Actually, I want to thank Sean and the entire team, and I won't name them because I'll get it wrong, but communications, nutrition, security, facilities. To do something like this takes more work than I can even imagine, and so let's give them a round of applause. You know, as is our tradition at Huguley, as I wanted to start out with prayer, so if you will join me, please pray with me. Dear Lord, we are honored and humbled by the people that come to work to serve you and your patients every single day. We ask that you just bring your presence into this room, bless our message, help them feel celebrated and loved and taken care of you. We ask in everything we do, we bring honor to you. Amen. I love my cheerleaders. You know, I really wanted to be a cheerleader. I didn't get to go. I didn't get to do it. So I don't know. But maybe that's my fallback career when I retired. So you probably go like, why did we turn town halls into, right? It's kind of a show. But when I first found out I was going to come to the Southwest region, and I found out I was going to have this guy named Sean Lemon work for me, right? So Sean and I were both at the corporate office in Orlando, but I was on 5, the top floor. He was down on 3rd. I'd met him like once. You know, I didn't know who he was, but we got together and we talked about things. You know, it's one of the virtues when you go around the company. You see great things, and we have lots of great things here, but we said we want town halls to celebrate people and make them feel loved and just how much you mean to us. And so we had this big plan to do one to kind of kick off when I came, and best laid plans. We had COVID, and so we did a bunch of virtual town halls where sometimes I just told you guys I don't know anything, right? So when we could finally get together, it was really important for us to do this, to know how much you're valued to the organization. I also had plans to really go around and meet everyone and have some receptions and really get to know people, small receptions, and I got to do a lot of rounding, and I met you through your mask. So we're going to meet each other all over again this year. But, you know, I may not have got to know each of you on a personal level, but I really got to know this team. And I think that's amazing. I couldn't have asked for a greater gift. To not only see how you treated the community during a global pandemic, and it's an overused word, but it's true. You will tell your children or your grandchildren about this. I got to see how you guys left your families during a winter storm to come and stay in the hospital or stay at a hotel or get on icy roads to take care of not only your patients, but your fellow employees. Be there for each other. I had somebody who saw me that day, and they said, I can't believe you're here. And I go, well, I know you guys really don't need me, but I came in anyway, right? You guys can run this hospital all the time. You guys run it. But I'm so blessed that I've gotten to see you in those experiences. And I'm watching you right now as Mary Lewis turns into a skeleton waiting for Joint Commission to come, right? You guys are at the ready, like you are every single day, waiting for that next challenge. And it's a pleasure and an honor to see you extend the healing ministry of Christ. So thank you, guys. So, Sean I'm a people person. I think, people are what make organizations. It's why I've worked for Advent Health for 23, 24 years. And, the team said, you need to share something about yourself. And I said, well, that'll make me uncomfortable, but I'll do it anyway. So this is my family. My son is, when we were in Florida, he came back to TCU. And, now we're back, so we're just following him. But he'll be a senior there. My daughter, Macy, is graduating finally from high school this weekend, and she is going to go to school at the University of Georgia. My husband works in real estate. Funny thing about this picture, I sent him all a text. I said, hey, you're in my presentation today. My husband goes, well, I look fat in that picture. And I said, yeah, but I look good, and that's really what's important. I mean, are your families any different? So he really does. He's a very handsome guy, and I'm very lucky. But, if you ask me, this picture tells you. The first thing I'd tell you, I'm a mom. I have loved being a mom every second, and I've loved being a working mom. And it's been hard to be a working mom, just like it is to be a stay-at-home mom. But it's my greatest privilege and honor I've ever had. I'm a wife. I'm a daughter. I'm an only child, and like many of you have experienced or experiencing, I'm a daughter that's moving into that, starting to take care of her parents. And that's a new person, and that's something that's really defining me this. If you ask me something about myself, I would tell you I'm a true and loyal friend. I believe that friendship is one of the greatest gifts. It's a gift from God. I've seen him put certain people in my life to be my friend, to help me walk that life, and that's one of my greatest gifts. I would tell you I love to run. I don't run as fast as I did when I was here 5 years ago. I love Texas. I do, woohoo! One of those people, when you read the sign, I wasn't born here, but I got here as soon as I can. I love Texas. And I love Jesus. And those are the things that really define me. And I would tell you, I am like every single person that sits in this room. I have people that come up to me all the time and say, you're so calm. And I said, I'm just a duck like everybody else, calm on the surface, paddling like crazy beneath the surface, right? So I tell you all that to say, I love Texas. I love the multi-state division of Advent Health, and I love Advent Health. And the thing that brought me back here is a lot of coincidences, but because I loved being part of the Southwest region. Before I went to Orlando, I was here 9 years. I had an opportunity to go serve at the corporate office, and that was an amazing 4 years. But it was so fun to see everything that you've done with that tower. If you don't know, I got to be the executive in charge of building that tower, and then I left right away. To see what you've taken with that investment and how you've grown Huguley, not only from a numbers perspective, but a reputation in our community and how we care for our patients, I really wanted to come back and be part of it. It's just an honor and a pleasure. And, I told the other group a little bit about my career. I'm not going to do that today simply because of time and because I know y'all are going to get hot in here. But this is what I would tell you. My career is a blessing that is far imagined what I ever thought I would do. My quick story on this is when I graduated from college, I applied for the Advent Health residency, like Elijah went through or Kenneth Rose went through, if you know. Yeah, they told me no, right? So being told no is not a definer of your success. A circuitous route, working in manufacturing and selling hair at kiosk and all those things after college got me there. And so I tell you all that says God will get you where he wants you to be, even if it's not on our time. And he will put you somewhere where you can make a difference. And I hope I'm doing that for you guys. That's my home team. This is the team I spend the majority of my time with, right? This is our team. It's your team too. And I have to give a special recognition. I know Russ Weaver is there. Russ just keeps all the wheels moving on this organization. Tammy's the heart and soul of Huguley, right? I hate that she's not here today. She had some things she needed to take care of. I think she might be here at 2, but she loves a town hall. She loves a celebration. She's my woohoo person. Jesse Sutton, Jesse's had a hard thing. It's hard to have someone come back who has had your role, and Jesse just leads with grace. and continues to not only keep us financially viable, but helps us be relevant and helps us grow. Amber Owens, our newest addition, I told Amber when I first got here, I said, we didn't have this role. So if I don't use you, it's not because I don't want to. I told her yesterday she has become such an indispensable part of our executive team and helping us change how we treat employees. And last but not least, Ed Lowy. As you know, Ed transferred to Mansfield, but Ed became a CMO when nobody even knew what a CMO was and led wonderfully for 16 years and now is helping to lead that organization. So even though he's not here, big shout out to Ed Lowy for his time and service. So nothing sure has changed. So Dr. Ford, new CMO, starts next Monday and he's going on vacation. And, that's what us he's really moved from the surgeon to the executive role, right? But I'm sorry, surgery, but I think he led well in our medical stuff during COVID, and I think he's going to be a great addition to our team. And he's really excited too.